Alright. Does it work? Are we back? Are we back? Work? Are we back? Are we back? Okay, nice. We're back. It works. Hello, Internet. We're back, and I'm feeling even worse than before. Yeah, I know. Kinda starting off on a bad mood, but this is my comfort game after all. Lost a couple friends since we were last here. Some funny stuff happened too. It's not all bad. You know, gotta take the good with the bad. Gotta take, sometimes you open the bag and it's a bunch of oranges and you're like, I don't want the oranges. Oranges suck. I don't want to eat oranges. And sometimes you open the bag and it's a bunch of bananas and you're like, oh yeah, I love bananas. This one guy I met him on Vermintide. And then he added me, and we started talking, and he hits me with all these sort of compliments, and I'm like, whoa, what the hell? What is this guy talking about? And then he was like, this is what concerns me, right? Hold on, before we get into this. He hits me with the, I love your YouTube channel. First off, I was like, the fuck? But then he said, I've never seen someone who is able to make me laugh so much just from what they say. And in my head, I'm already like, okay, wait, this is a red flag. This is like, hold on, what's going on here? I'm not funny, and this is the most low-effort trash content you could ever imagine making. So, red flag's already going off. Then he called me precious and, like, baby boy and stuff, and I was like, wait a second, what's going on? But here's the crazy bit and makes me wish I saved the messages. He started talking to me about how he was like, oh yeah, I dated this white girl once, but her dad was racist. To be fair, that's all older white people. And I'm like, what the fuck? This guy really just opened up with the, yeah, I think all white people are racist. I'm just like, whoa, dude, what the fuck? And then he starts going crazy talking about like Black Lives Matter and stuff. And I'm like, dude, you need to like chill. I have never had a conversation 180 so hard. I went from, like, cute little, like, dumb stuff to fucking, oh, yeah, by the way, I hate all white people because they're all evil racists. It literally, in the span of, like, 3 messages, it went from, oh, precious baby boy to, yeah, by the way, all white people, don't like them. Get them out of here. Yeah, white people bad. I was like, look, man, I don't really make judgments based off of race, and you're kind of freaking me out with the you hate all people of X race comments. So, honestly, I don't really want to. And then he hit me with the. I was like, yeah, this seems kind of like massively hateful. This dude legitimately said, it's Lamau, it's not hate, just an attempt to educate. And I'm like, dude, you are like preaching ungodly amounts of hate right now. You are preaching more hatred in this little chat box than I have felt in like weeks and months. And I get pretty salty at people in games too. But that was a funny little interaction that I had. I couldn't believe it. I genuinely couldn't believe it. In the span of like 2 messages, literally like the course of 2 minutes, this guy goes from like sweet, nice compliments to, yeah, white people, get rid of them, extermination. I was like, damn, all right, that's kind of a wild opinion you have there. What else happened since we were last here? Look at this friends list. Look at that. We did some cleaning up. I'm probably gonna leave this because these people never actually do anything. I think that's it for catching up. Did any other funny stuff happen? One funny thing did happen, but I can't show it on stream. I'll get banned for that. But this dude randomly added me, and he kept calling me the gay F word and the black N word. And I was like, damn, alright. I don't know who he was. I mean, I think I do. He was clearly an alt account. It was made like a week ago. So I have an idea of who it was. I actually have a video on this person already on my channel. But, I guess we just get back. Really, if I'm being honest with you, I'm actually just stalling because, this next chapter is probably the last chapter. I have been holding off doing this for like a week now because this is probably the final chapter we'll be able to complete. So, let's do this. I really don't want to. I have a very, very, very strong feeling this is where the run dies. Oh yeah, in case you forgot, this is our supply situation. That's another area where the merchant is bugged out. Do. There is one other thing that happened now that I think about it. I was sorta talking to this guy a lot, and he was just a massive douchebag, like a massive douchebag. And I talked about this before. But as soon as people start putting up red flags, I'm just getting out of them. Getting away from them. Sorvid had taught me that no matter how nice someone may appear to be, as soon as they start setting off red flags, get rid of them. Why can't Leon walk through this? Why is this hole here? This perfectly Leon-sized hole. Sneak section? Metal Gear Solid? Stealth? No. No stealth. Oh, crap. Okay, I have an idea. What? Okay, we'll just walk around and do it this way. Oh. Okay, that's a good grenade. And retry. Retry. We screwed it up. Messed it up. Yeah, this guy, he wanted to help me learn to play Vermintide. At least that's what he said. I don't think it was very truthful. Because we were playing a good bit of Cataclysm together. And this guy hit me with the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. So we were streaming on Discord, which is, if you've been following me for a while, you know that's something I do quite a lot, actually. And he told me that, like, oh, yeah, you know, the stream quality's pretty low. So I was like, okay, well, let me just share my screen instead of the actual game, because the Discord game stream isn't that good, but the screen share is, because it takes a lot less resources to... And he's like, well, no, actually, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, listen, dude, I don't care. I do this all the time. I know exactly what it looks like. I have multiple computers in my house and multiple monitors. And get this, right? Get this. I just want to get this off my chest before I fully commit to focusing to this. This dude hits me with those. So we go into a private chat and I share my screen. Now, mind you, I know what my screen share looks like. You know, I do OBS all the time. I do Discord streams all the time. I know exactly what it looks like. So when he tells me that it's super laggy and the quality's low. So, but we go into a private chat. I start the stream, and you know how Discord plays that little doo-doo-doo sound whenever someone joins it? Yeah. He joined the private chat. I started the stream, and he was like, oh, yeah, you see the quality's still shit. And then I said, well, how would you know? You haven't even started watching yet. And then I heard the doo-doo-doo, and he's like, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I am. And then I was like, but the sound didn't play. He was like, well, you know, the sound doesn't play when you're in a private chat. And I'm like, yes, it does. Yeah, yes, it literally does. It legitimately, like, 100% does. I do this, like, every fucking week. I know exactly what happens. He also, I don't think he knew that I had Discord open on my other monitor, so I could see the little thing in the bottom that said who was watching. So he was telling me that the quality was bad before he even got in the stream. And then he, like, started acting smug and condescending, going like, well, if you lower the quality, then maybe I won't get the pop-up that says low stream bandwidth or whatever the fuck he said. And I was like, oh, you mean that pop-up that's only for the broadcaster? Here's literally fucking official Discord post saying that that's only for the broadcaster. So the fact you're telling me that you're saying you see this as a client is objectively, provably a lie? And then he just left. And I was like, okay, so you lied about, you know, being in the stream, because you weren't. And then you lied about getting this pop-up message. And then you act smugly like a douchebag telling me to go somewhere else to do it and to lower the quality and stuff. And I'm like, wait a second, dude. I just proved you wrong twice in a row. And you have the nerve to act like a smug douchebag? I'm just like, yeah, alright, that's an easy block. Okay, that's legitimately everything that has happened. So now we now I can focus on this. Look at the leaning tower of pizza over there. Actually, it is kind of leaning. What? Wait, am I stoned? No, it's not. Whack. I can't believe that guy. He really just went from, like, nice stuff to fucking super racism in the span of like 2 minutes. I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it. That happened last night and I still can't believe it. Oh yeah, and he subscribed to my YouTube channel, right? And he told me how much he thought it was funny and how he liked watching Resident Evil and stuff, and I was like, that doesn't sound very true at all. And he was like, no, it's really funny, blah, blah, blah. And then after I was like, listen, man, you kind of seem like a racist telling me how you hate people of certain races. And then I blocked him after that. Which, on the Steam chat message, by the way, the Steam chat app, it lets you see the messages that people send you, even after you unfriend them. And I could see that he still kept sending me messages, even though I unfriended him. So I was like, yeah, alright, this guy's kind of insane. He just wants somebody to rant to. And then he, as soon as I was like, listen, man, I'm really not interested on hating white people just because they're white. That doesn't sound like a very good thing to do. He unsubscribed and unliked all of my videos. And I was like, yeah, you don't actually enjoy any of this. You were just, I don't know what you were saying that for. Can these bitches stack up already, please? Come to think of it, that guy was also a feminist. And he referred to his ex-girlfriend as the bitch every single time he mentioned her. And I was like, damn, real, you know, the most typical male feminist stuff ever. You know, all for equality and supporting women and all that. But as soon as they break up with you or stop giving you sex, oh, now all of a sudden they're that bitch. It's kind of like, oh, jeez. That's why I was like, yeah, get this dude out of here. Get him, go, leave. I can see this is going to take several restarts. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that guy. I'm about to re-download the Steam chat app on my phone just so I could, I need to stop thinking about the Steam chat. There was this guy I was playing fighting games with for like 2 days. And then he started telling me to do really scrubby stuff like, oh yeah, you know, just spam DP on their frame traps, you know, don't respect it. I'm like, this dude legitimately said, if you think there's scrubby ways of playing, then you're never going to get better. Which is crazy because this guy was playing 5 for, the game's been out for 6 years. And he's been playing it for 5 years straight. And he's stuck in platinum. And I got to, you know, it took him 7,000 games to get the platinum. It took me 600 games to get the platinum. I'm like, yeah, dude, you're definitely way better at these fighting games than I am. It totally isn't because I'm rusty and haven't played in several years, and I'm just getting back in the swing of things. That's totally not why why I'm losing. Totally has nothing to do with it. He actually legitimately said, you should join this Discord called New Challenger. And that's what I was like, dude, I used to be a coach in New Challenger. When that Discord was first founded, those people are idiots. They have no idea what they're doing. I fucking hate New Challenger. Also, there are just objectively scrubby ways to play. Like, and that's why I was like, listen, man, I appreciate you catching me up on some of this matchup stuff, but, if you think the proper way to play a fighting game is to do a reversal, just because you think they're going to do a frame trap again, you gain, because you're going to trade. You do 120 damage, and they deal 50 damage, because at best you're going to trade. So you gain 70 damage and reset back into neutral. Or that's what you have to gain. If they blow you up for it, they get a full combo. So you are potentially gaining 70 damage and a reset to neutral versus the potential risk of taking 300 damage or more depending on how many resources they have and giving them free Okazumi. Why don't you just fucking block? Because after frame traps, people can't... The best thing people can do after a frame trap is dash up throw you, or try to micro walk into a throw. You lose nothing by blocking the frame trap, but you only stand to lose things by trying to challenge it with the DP. In the best case scenario, you chip off 70 of their 120 life. Which with scaling and health scaling, that's only going to become less valuable as the game goes on. So So it's like you legitimately stand to gain nothing. But you stand to lose like a third of your health. You are potentially giving up a third of your health, half of the screen's worth of space, giving them meter, just so you can do 70 damage to blow up a frame trap because you think you have a read on it. Even if you have the hardest read in the world, it's still not worth it to do that. Because I blew him up twice on it. He tried to do it twice in a row, and every time I just kept doing the frame trap because his execution wasn't on point, so I kept blowing it up. And I was like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, this is massively scrubby. He legitimately, like, I made a full comeback on him. I wish I was recording it, honestly, in hindsight, because he was about to perfect me, and then I did standing medium punch. He goes to Shoryuken. I just standing medium punch again. It blows it up, and then, crouching fierce punch, crouching medium kick, EX donkey kick, axe kick into light donkey kick. Well, you just took fucking 350 damage because the heavy was a counter hit. So it's like, okay, cool. And then guess what? I Oki'd him with standing medium punch, and he went to do light DP again, hoping it would trade. It gets blown up again, and now we're on equal life, and I have Oki. And it's like, wow, you really just threw the game because you're so dedicated to and you're so dedicated to just not blocking when you have nothing to lose from blocking that you just threw the round for that. And then he has the audacity to be like, oh, well, you can call it scrubby all you want. It's like, dude, you literally just lost an easy, perfect victory because you just will not block. You just will not block. And it's like, how is that not scrubby? How is that anything other than scrubby? You're so uncomfortable on defense. You're so uncomfortable blocking that you gave up a game just because you fucking didn't want to hold down back for 2 seconds. To think that's anything other than scrubby is to be delusional. Just, it's like, it's like, yeah, dude, there's a reason why you're hard stuck in platinum. And, we're out here beating diamonds despite not playing the game for years and years. It's like, yeah, alright. Good shit, dude. Have fun. Keep telling yourself that. Please don't combo. Oh, that comboed. That killed me?! Dude just blew his fucking bong smoke in my face and it killed me? Man, fuck all these people I'm talking about. They aren't even humans. Absolute trash tier garbage. Now that I think about it, that guy with the Vermintide thing and the lying about Discord and stuff, that dude was a stoner too. He told me he smoked weed. As soon as someone mentions they're a stoner, you already know the kind of person you're dealing with. Stoner ass bitch. I hate stoners. I genuinely don't like weed and the people who smoke it. I have never met someone who smokes weed that is not a shitty person. Everyone that I have met that openly admits to smoking weed has ended up being an untrustworthy, shitty person. Just, it seems to be without fail. I would love to meet someone who genuinely is all about, weed and smoking and all that, and is just like a cool, normal human. Because I'm starting to think they don't exist. Then I look at someone like Joe Rogan, who is fucking king of the stoners, and Joe Rogan is one of the most insane people I've ever met. Well, not met, I haven't actually met the guy. But the persona he portrays online is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like, this dude will legitimately throw, like, a goddamn monkey fit if you're like, yeah, I don't like weed. He'll, like, freak the fuck out. It's like, bro, you're so obsessed over this plant that you probably don't even know that much about. You probably read a couple pseudoscience papers and are like, yeah, this shit's awesome. You probably don't know as much about it as you think you do. And, oh, damn, I screwed up the grenade. And it's like, you're ready to lose your shit and look like a public fool to go to bat for it. And you don't even really know that much about it. It's like, okay, dude. And then you get all these, like, 16 to 22-year-old kids who are like, oh, yeah, dude, look at Joe. He's a millionaire, and he talks about the benefits of weed. Weed's so good for you. Weed can only stand to do, unless you have a real medical condition, which even then, weed doesn't do any permanent solutions to anything. It's at best temporary relief because you're so immature you can't handle the world, so you need a drug to help you. It either does that, or it does cannabinoid hyptosis syndrome. Ugh, I can't speak. Cannabinoid hypertosis syndrome. And that can just flat out kill you. Which, by the way, don't ever let anyone tell you weed isn't dangerous. You can just look up cannabinoid hyptosis syndrome. It's either hyptosis or hypertosis, one of the two. And people do die from this all the time. And it comes from smoking too much weed in short quantity, or in short amount of times. So the whole weed is not dangerous for you is just as bad as the myth that women should wait as long as they want to try and have kids. In the same way that weed can in fact hurt you, women do in fact lose fertility over time. These are just objectively provable facts, which I don't know why these are even disputed. Too much of any substance is going to hurt you because your body physically can't filter it all out. Look at caffeine. Caffeine from cocoa beans is legitimately amazing and has almost nothing but upsides. But pure caffeine, because it's much more for your body to filter out, is pretty easy to kill you with. Nobody has ever died from drinking coffee, but people have died from taking pure caffeine. And the only difference is pure caffeine is much more and your body can't filter it all out. It's the exact same thing with smoking of any kind. It's literally the same thing because your body only has like 2 processes that handle filtering things out. So it's weird. People will be like, oh yeah, junk food, I'm not going to eat any of that. Weed? Yeah, dude. Fucking, like Filthy Frank. Smoke up! You know, it's like, yeah, I'll smoke weed all day, every day. It's like, dude, your body filters, oh, cigarettes? Yeah, I don't want any of that. Yeah, nicotine's way more harmful than you, but your lungs still filter it out the exact same way. It's still fucking bad for you. The only difference is that you can technically... See, it's a loaded statement. People love to be like, oh, you can't get addicted to marijuana. Yes, that is technically true. The actual marijuana drug itself, the DCL or whatever the fuck the actual chemical is called, doesn't necessarily have an addictive property on its own. But you're forgetting the fact that it releases dopamine. And your body can get used to habitual dopamine releases and become addicted to the thing that is releasing the dopamine. The actual chemical drug itself is not what is causing you to feel the urge to take it. It's the fact that the drug is releasing dopamine. And if you take the drug, let's say you take it for like a month straight at the same time every day, you're going to become dependent on it. You're not going to become dependent on the effects of the marijuana itself. You're going to become dependent on the systemic, the habitual release of dopamine. Your body's going to be like, oh, okay, so I'm supposed to release dopamine at this time. So you're just gonna, that's what you're gonna get used to. Basic biology knowledge. But biology is a fucking controversial topic now, so you're not allowed to really teach it to kids. The best you're going to get is people have chromosomes. Can we please stop having this conversation now? That's really all you're going to get about it. Public education is an absolute sham. I hate public education. I hate people who are like, oh yeah, I went to college. It's like, have you ever tried a private education where there isn't a state mandate that is, determining? It's so funny to me. This is the other thing, right? You get these people who are like, yeah, tax the rich, fuck the government's corrupt and racist and institutional racism and all that. It's funny. These people would be like, yeah, the government's institutionally racist. Oh, by the way, did I tell you I have a college degree from that very same institution that I am now saying is institutionally racist? Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not racist, even though I came out of the very same institutions. I'm woke. It's like, shut up, dude. You have no fucking idea what you're talking about. You grew up and came out of the exact same institution that you are criticizing. So you're either so narcissistic you believe you're 1 in a million and you could just see through all the lies and everyone else is just a racist idiot, or it's not a racist institution and you've just been indoctrinated into an ideology. Which is far more likely, especially because young kids generally can't tell when they're being preached to. I mean, for God's sakes, dude, that's why you have to be careful with how you advertise to children. That's why there's so many laws about it. Kids can't tell when they're being marketed to, just like they can't tell when an adult they trust is trying to deceive them. Dude, we don't even trust the average person to fact check their own information. Why would we trust teenagers to fact check the information of people they're supposed to trust? But it just makes, it's like, can you not see the flaws in your own reasoning here? It's like, have you ever considered that maybe you've been deceived by the same institution that you are now criticizing? It's so crazy to me. It's like, so you're talking about how the institution is flawed. Meanwhile, you were educated and grew up by the exact same institution. Have you ever considered that maybe you have been deceived as well? But this is the thing, right? It's so much easier to just be like, I should have saved my flashbang. I'm fucking talking about dumb stuff. I'm getting worked up over stupid shit. But it's like, have you ever considered that maybe you have been deceived just as well, just in the opposite direction? You know, because if you live in a Western society like the UK or America, for example, have you forgot that for the past, say, 100 years, those nations have had massive ideological enemies? There are people alive today that grew up in a system that only told them to hate the Western world. Those people then immigrated to the Western world after their nations collapsed. Do you think maybe those people who have now had a lot of time to settle down and maybe get into powerful institutions themselves, do you maybe see, someone who was able to work for a government in a foreign power would be perfectly qualified to work for another government? They already have tons of experience with the red tape system. They already know how to do government work. Don't you think maybe some of them would pretend to not hate the nation just for sake because they need a job, but maybe they still carry some of that hatred with them? It's not like they lived 50 years in a system that told them, oh, hey, you should hate this nation and everything about it. Do you think maybe you have been deceived? Because this is the funny thing, right? I love asking people when they talk about institutions and, being deceived and institutional racism, whatever. I'll be like, hey, what are the chances that you yourself have been deceived? Just hypothetical question. They're always like, nah, I'm woke. I can't be. I know exactly. And it's like, really, that's interesting. That's interesting. You think everyone around you is just an indoctrinated drone, but you yourself are just magically immune to it. For what reason? The other thing that was really funny to me is that the guy mentioned BLM, and he's like, man, look at how many BLM protests there are. You just can't see it. And I'm like, you're right. There are a lot of BLM protests. It's almost like the average person in your age demographic agrees with you. It's almost like most of them aren't racist. It's almost like you're just assuming a lot of things about a lot of people you don't know. Now, isn't it wild? Isn't it wild? Because it's funny, because I loved bringing this up to him. I'm like, you're saying all white people are racist. Meanwhile, you go to a BLM protest, and most of the people there are white college kids. I guess BLM is a racist institution as well then, huh? And then he was just like, whatever, you just don't understand. And I'm like, no, I think my problem is that I understand more than you, honestly. I think it just makes you feel good to feel like you're fighting a good fight. So you like to pretend like, there's an enemy that needs to be fought. When in reality, there really isn't. It's like when in reality, you're just kind of creating division for no real reason. And this is the thing that I was getting at with him. I was like, so what do you gain from hating all white people? Like, genuinely. I'm just honest to God curious. What do you have to gain by saying, you know what, every single white person in America, they're all racist. I hate every single one of them. And I was like, okay, what do you have to gain from hating, 70% of the population that surrounds you? All that's going to do is make you a fucking bitter old person. That's literally all that's going to do. Even if it were true, right? Even if everyone around you was secretly a racist, you probably shouldn't even worry about it. Because you aren't going to be able to change them. If everyone is genuinely as racist as this person was talking, like, then you aren't going to change them. If they've been institutionalized from birth to just hate you because of your skin color, what is you hating them back going to do? You know, two wrongs don't make a right. You just sitting there talking about how much you hate them for their skin color is just as bad as them saying the same thing to you. The only difference is you're saying they don't have to, because he was literally legitimately telling me this. Like, yeah, you know, white people are so racist, they don't even have to say hateful things to, you know, expose their racism. And I'm like, dude, so you're saying you legitimately hate people based on their skin color, and these people aren't saying anything about skin color, but they're the racist and you're the anti-racist? I was like, you sound like the most racist person I have met in a very long time. Like, you genuinely just sound like the most hateful person I have met online in a very, very long time. But you are, like, very vehemently sure that you're the one fighting hate. You know, real interesting solution you have there, buddy. Your idea of fighting hate is just, oh, yeah, you know, I'm going to look at these people, then look at their skin, and then decide if I hate them or not. It's like, wow, real good. Woo! Racism solved! Good solution, good solution! And here's the other thing, right? Even if we assume that most white people do just instinctively hate black people, which is an absolutely absurd assumption to make, but for sake of argument, let's go with it. How does you hating them in return for their skin color solve anything? You know, how does that solve the problem? You are just perpetuating the issue. You know, you talk about how much you hate this issue, meanwhile, you yourself are perpetuating it. It's just the most wild shit. It is legitimately just the most wild stuff. Like, honestly, I could not believe my eyes. You know, I've been on the internet for a long time, and people like this, who believe these, like, you know, super progressive ideas, they're honestly pretty rare, unless you seek them out. And that's the thing, I don't. I just stick to my own little bubble, and I can tell you that, you know, 99% of the people that I meet online, they don't care about people's race. You know, this guy's talking about how, you know, all white people, you know, will make judgments on race, yada, yada, yada. And I'm sitting here thinking, I have met tens of thousands of white people in my life, and only a handful of them even talked about race. You know, it's like, dude, you are legitimately, like, living in a fantasy world. I'm just like, yeah, okay, I want nothing to do with this person. Can you blow your bong smoke on me, dude? Here, line of sight him. He's not a smoker, huh? Oh boy. Sick. Nice bong smoke, buddy. Wait, the ones outside died in one knife strike from that. That guy needs a lot more. So what are the odds that this guy down here with the torch is going to become a Plagas himself? Wait, what's down here? Oh. I didn't even know this was down here. Wait a second. What? I've played this game like 50 different times now. Interesting. What is his attack rate? How do I bait an attack out of this guy? Ooh. He attacks pretty fast. Yeah, I'm just gonna flashbang him. I already took a hit. Alright, if you turn into a Plagas, I'm actually just rage quitting. Sick, sick. Oh, you're not dead yet. Interesting. You know, it's dawning on me I'm gonna have to run past these enemies, I think. Don't do it. Okay, good. Because this is not enough ammo to kill Salazar, I don't think. And we still have a lot of chapter left. Yeah, we're gonna run past. Alright, guys. The start of the minecart section. That's where it is. That's where we have to start the running past people. Damn, did you see me just maneuver around those traps? I think we're going to have to... Oh, wait, key to the mine? Okay, I don't have to fight any of these guys then. Oh, hello. I don't see a way around this guy and I don't have time to play with him. Okay. As much as I really don't like doing this, I think it's necessary. Sick. Wait, what? Oh. I was like, wait a second. You think I could knife these things? I don't really want to find out. Oh, Resident Evil 5? I love Resident Evil 5. Oh, shotgun shells. All right, now here comes the fun part. Oh yeah, get this out of my inventory. We don't want these stinky upgrades. Okay, so we don't have to shoot the first guy. We only have to shoot the second guy. Oh, I missed this green herb anyway. Herbal tea. I like herb tea. I like tea and herbs. I actually don't really like herbs. I'm not very fond of herbs. Oh, now this time this guy was the one who got in. It's random, huh? Random NG, huh? No, we've already lost the plot. Alright. Please don't have unlimited weapons. Please don't have unlimited weapons, dude. Oh, my goodness. Freak! I wanted to see what would happen. I didn't know what would happen. I'm just gonna have to shotgun, I think. Oh my goodness, this is a huge ammo tax. I think that's all it is it's just a shotgun ammo tax. No way. No way did this dumb fucking Mexican get in here! No way, dude! Nice. Okay, cool. We killed a lot of them there. Oh, please don't be ammo. Okay, cool. It was just money. Arrgh, I'm the captain of this ship. Arrgh, it's Leon's pirate ship. Do I have to shoot that? I don't think I do. I think I can just duck under it, yeah. I didn't want to waste the shotgun shell on her, but couldn't help it. I wish you could see how open my mouth was right now. Okay, we need to retry this, and I actually need batteries. You know what? Give me a second. Lord Stream. Give me just 1 second. Alright, Lord Internet, we're back. We have acquired the Duracell, the Energizer, the, I don't know, other battery brands. We have acquired the fuel, the pylons, the power source. I heard a pretty good insult while I was downstairs. I'm from a place called Fresh Off a Motherfucker's Ass, and you're making me homesick. Nice. We're good to go. Alright, so we need to be quick. So do we just want the shotgun ammo, or do we want the pistol and shotgun ammo down there? Executive decisions need to be made. I think I stay in the middle, so it's easier for me to get both. Or no, if I try to get both, I have to stay back here, right? Please be dead, please be dead, please be dead. Nah, it's too hard to shoot from this angle. We have to shotgun that second group. Oh my good God, we're only like a quarter of the way done with this chapter. This is going to be the longest one. What time is it? Yeah, if I hadn't unfriended that guy, I would have been completing Fortunes of War Cataclysm right about now. Which is something I've always wanted to do. Oh well. Guess that's just something I'll never get done. Oh well. Yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of team games, if I'm being completely real with you, Lord Internet. I'm really, really sick of being needed to cooperate with people. I'm not very good at it. I'm not good with people at all. And, I'm really sick of challenges that require me to have other people. Because, I absolutely despise the Payday the Heist community. I think every single one of them is a fucking moron. Genuinely, I really think that. I have never met a group of people that are so, like, just delusional before. You know, let's put it this way. There's a reason why people don't stick around with Payday the Heist. And it's not because the game is bad or anything. I've never seen a game like Payday the Heist. A game gets such unanimously high praise, but nobody wants to stick around and play it. And I think I finally figured it out. You either have nobody to play it with, and the few people who do still stick around are gigantic assholes. Seriously, if you aren't like a super pro veteran yourself, these people are gigantic douchebags. I was like, well, yeah, no shit, your game is dead and dying and it loses players every single month. Nobody wants to play with you people. And the worst part is they keep all their information to themselves. So, like, even if you wanted to learn how to play that game, unless you, like, find someone to teach it to you, you're never gonna learn it. You know, you're just gonna be stuck like a scrub forever. And it's just like, you know. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, I'm in a pretty upset mood today, Lord Internet, I'm not gonna lie. I think I can do this with a pistol, honestly. But I'm pretty upset. I'm not gonna lie. Today hasn't been a very good day, and I think today's gonna get a lot worse. I think it's gonna get a lot worse here pretty soon. Wait, can I snipe him? No, that's not gonna be worth it. You might say, Tanner, wait, why does this matter? Why are you trying to snipe? Because, it takes one shotgun shot to knock them all down, but a shotgun is 4 damage. The pistol is 1 damage. So if I'm able to pistol them down, it's always worth it. It saves me 1 point of damage. Which, when you're in a situation like this, where we're going to have to go up against Salazar very soon, yeah, that 1 point of damage kind of matters. Sick! Nice critical! Oh! Alright, I'm hyped. Can we get some nut hype? Chat, please, can we get some nut hype? I'll never understand that asking for hype. What? Oh, it is 50. I didn't even get the shotgun shells. But that's new strat, new strap. There's no way we don't get that second wave of people. That's way too fast. We just sit back here and we let the cart... Why didn't I think of this? I'm fucking so stupid sometimes. Really? He just fell right in? Oh, he's dead. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, Kobe Bryant? Really? Just swoosh that? Isn't Kobe Bryant the one who died in a helicopter crash? That was amazing. Oh my god. Yeah, that's right. Pistol bullets are over here. So we need to knock them all off before the cutscene, I think. stop these next guys from getting in. Alright, you guys chill over there. I think nice, nice, nice. Okay, okay. My pulse is rising. I'm getting tense. This is an amazing... Oh, yeah, get rid of this. So far, this is a pretty amazing minecart. We're not going to be able to duck this one. No way! Oh, I can't fucking move! What do I do? 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 It doesn't let me jump over because of the fucking cutscene! Dude, that's so cheap! That's so cheap! No. That was the perfect line. That was so fucking cheap! Did you see that? That was so cheap, dude! He just kept getting so many free hits on me. Oh, come on, man. That was bullshit! That was cheap! That was just legitimately cheap! You know, this run has taught me more about pain than I ever wanted to know. This reminds me of a game called Gun for the PS2. Okay, the hard part is coming out of here. Oh yeah, I need to be not very off. No, dude, I wasn't quick enough. Crap. And there's a thrower back there. We're gonna have guys coming up here pretty soon. Well, this is nowhere near as perfect as the last run. Just stay exactly like that. What the fuck is going on with Leon, dude? You give Leon back. You let him back in the minecart. This is so cheap. What's going on? Oh, the cutscene! Ah, mash! Fucking X! Scotty, that was disgusting. That was bad. That was horrible. I spent like 5 extra shotgun shells. That's like 20 damage, dude. That's 20 damage I could have put into Salazar's stupid fucking deformed face. Alright, remember, we are on some running past people stuff. Because, I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. We just, at the end of our line, supplies. Our supply lines are not intact. Oh, that's the end of the chapter? Oh, that's right, 4-4. I totally forgot about this. That wasn't bad at all. 4-3? I thought 4-3 and 4-4 were the same.